7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
What's up, guys? I'm Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I've talked to you guys, so today I have kind of a lot to go over with you guys. First, I wanted to kind of go over some things that would be essential for you to have if you are in the first trimester of your pregnancy. And then I kind of wanted to just give you guys a little bit update on my pregnancy so far. So let's get right into it. All right, ladies, I'm sure that now that I am making these mommy type videos, some of you might be first time moms or might be in your first trimester. So I wanted to give you some tips and tricks as to what you're gonna need in your first trimester, things to help you be prepared. Let's not sugarcoat it. Pregnancy isn't always fun. So there's a lot of things that in the first trimester you're gonna try to do, honestly, just to keep you comfortable because it can be very uncomfortable in the first few weeks. There's a lot of changes going on to your body. You might not be feeling well, which was my case. I was super sick, probably well into my 15th or so week of pregnancy. So a lot of the things that I'm gonna recommend are really just like combating sickness, or not really combating it, but just dealing with it. So first thing, which is gonna be important, is water. You're gonna need to drink a lot of water because it's very easy to get dehydrated, especially if you're not eating because you're not feeling well or you're getting sick, and obviously that's gonna make you dehydrated. So try to drink water as many times a day as possible. Even if it's just little sips here and there, try to keep doing it. It's gonna be really important and it's gonna help you out a lot. Next thing you're gonna need, always have snacks on you. It's much better to eat little things throughout the day than to try to have a big meal because that might upset you. It might be a little bit harder for you to digest a really big meal, so it's a good idea to just try to eat little things throughout the day to keep you satisfied and to keep you from feeling sick. That's something that I honestly wasn't that great at, and I was getting very sick a lot because I started getting just scared of eating things. I didn't want to test it because I thought that everything was going to make me sick. I had so many aversions, but really you got to try to kind of force yourself in this situation and just keep eating. Try to find foods that are more mild, that are going to be easy for you to digest, even crackers, things of that nature. Another thing that's going to help that sickness is some ginger chews. Actually, one of my patients at work brought me these, which is pretty cool. We have a local farmer's market and there's a woman that actually makes these. If anyone's interested, she does have a website. Maybe I'll link it down below for you guys. I wonder if she sells online, because they are like really good. I enjoy these a lot, and a lot of times I did find myself, oh, I'm not in focus at all, find myself reaching for them while I was at work because I would obviously spend a lot of time at work and you get nauseous at work, and what are you gonna do? You can find other ginger chews at places like Publix or health food stores, so keep a lookout for those. There's a lot of options. You can even get them online on Amazon or whatever. Another thing you're gonna wanna be taking during your first trimester, and actually probably throughout your whole pregnancy, and if you were planning on getting pregnant, even start them beforehand, is gonna be some prenatal vitamins. If you're like me and you are getting super sick in the first trimester, your best bet is probably gonna be some gummies. Just make sure that the gummies that you get do have the folic acid, the DHA. This one has a bunch of other stuff in it. Yeah, the gummies are gonna be a lot easier for you to digest. The other ones I was taking at the very beginning, and since I was so sick, they were making me even more sick. So it was not a good time. So then I switched over to these, and these were great. They taste good, they're easy to go down, so yeah. Let's see, what else you got? In the beginning of your pregnancy, you're probably gonna want to know a lot about pregnancy, or get to know more and kind of see what you're gonna be in store for. So there's a couple options there. One thing would be to get yourself a book. This is the one that I've been reading. It's just, you know, all the basics, tells you about each stage of pregnancy. It has some fun illustrations to show you every fun thing that's gonna happen to your body, like your nipples getting darker. But yeah, so if you like to read and like to have something to hold, book is a great option. There are actually also a ton of apps. I have downloaded one myself. The one that I'm using right now currently is called Ovia Pregnancy. I'll link it down below for you guys, so if you're interested you can log in on there. They also have like discussion boards and stuff like that, so it's pretty convenient that it kind of creates a community of pregnant women, and if you have questions you can ask questions and whatnot. The last few things that I am going to be talking about are clothing items. Like I said, the main goal in your first trimester is just to be comfortable and feel okay. So my biggest recommendation is going to be find yourself some comfy bras. A lot of women experience very sore breasts in the beginning. They're growing. Your bras might just not fit the same anymore. So definitely find yourself a comfy bra, preferably with no underwire. If you need something with a little bit more support, there are a lot of like stretchy, comfortable sports bra options out there. I went to Target, and the two that I've been using all the time are from Target. I love those. They have a lot of options. So check out Target. I mean, it's easily accessible. Most people have access to a Target, so that's a great place to look. Anywhere really, but just find yourself some comfy bras. Another thing that you're probably gonna be living in are leggings and dresses. That has pretty much, I mean, those two have been the staple of my wardrobe pretty much every day at this point. Starting from, I would say even week 12, maybe even before then, probably around week 12, my pants just didn't fit anymore. I mean, they might have fit, but they just were not comfortable. So leggings have just been a staple at this point. I did just recently, a week ago, not even a week ago at this point, it's been just a few days, I bought my first pair of maternity jeans. I decided I would buy just one pair, so the days that I feel like trying, I can go ahead and put those on, but for the most part, leggings have been a go-to. So that's gonna wrap up my suggestions for your first trimester must-haves. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you have any questions in regards to those things, please leave a comment down below. And now we can get into a little bit more of just my pregnancy update. I am actually 20 weeks today, so we are halfway through this pregnancy, which I cannot believe. That is insane to me. It feels like I've been pregnant forever, but at the same time, I can't believe we're already at the halfway mark. Baby is 10 inches long and the size of a banana, which is also crazy to me. Like, I can't believe a little mini human is in my tummy right now. It's just so cool to think about. We are going to be having our anatomy scan next Tuesday, so that's really exciting. We get to see baby better, and that's when they're going to look for the sex for us. We're actually not gonna know at that appointment. We're gonna have them write it down for us because we are gonna do a gender reveal on that Saturday. So I'll definitely film that for you guys and throw up a video on it. I'm really excited. My whole family's coming out from Miami, and just some of our close friends are gonna be there. Up to now, things have been going pretty smooth. We did have one little hiccup around, well, at the time we thought we were pretty close to, we were like 16 and a half weeks, and I went in for my quad screen. For those of you that don't know, the quad screen is a blood test, and they check for hormones. It doesn't tell you with certainty, but it does give you basically a probability of certain things that could be happening with your baby, trisomy 18, Down syndrome, things like that. It's not the most accurate test, but it's a preliminary test, and obviously if something comes up, there is more testing that you can do to confirm. So I went in for that screen. I didn't really think too much of it. It was on a Thursday that I went in for that. They said it was gonna take about 2 business days for them to get the results back, so I didn't expect to hear from them on Monday, and I did hear from them on that Monday, which would have been Monday, May 14th, and they gave me a call. I was actually on my lunch break. It was kind of scary. So she called me and she basically told me that one of the hormones had come back elevated, and it could be a sign of Down syndrome. At that point I was like, what? I mean, I was kind of taken aback just because, you know, neither Joey nor I have a history of Down syndrome in our families. We're still relatively young. I mean, neither of us are 30 yet, or I'm not 30 yet. And obviously the mom's age does have an effect on the likelihood of a baby having Down syndrome. So it kind of took me back. I wasn't sure what to think or expect. And then the doctor that called to give me the results, she asked if I'd had an ultrasound, because at different stages of your pregnancy, obviously the hormone levels are going to be different. So if you're off in your baby's age, basically, it could affect the outcome of the test. So she said, you know, can you guys come in right away? We'll do an ultrasound. That way we'll have a better idea of the baby's age, and then we can redo the test if it's necessary. Because my period, even though it was consistent, sometimes my cycles were a little bit longer and sometimes shorter, it could have been that either I was less far along or further along. So we went in the very next day. Thankfully, there was an opening and they did our ultrasound. The tech, you know, came in, we got to see the baby. So that was kind of exciting because we did get to see baby a little bit earlier. Normally, they don't have the required ultrasound until that 20-week anatomy scan. And I was already thinking of paying out of pocket to do one beforehand, but it turned out that I ended up needing one anyway. So we got to see baby, which was really cool and exciting. Oh, let me grab those pictures. Might as well show them to you guys while I'm doing this. So there's the little one. And my favorite picture, actually, I don't know if you guys can really see it there, but these are like the eye sockets. And that little dot right there is the baby's open mouth, which I thought was adorable. Yes, it looks like an alien, but it's my baby, so it's pretty cool. So anyways, after we got to see baby, the doctor came in and she did say that the baby was measuring less far along. At that point, we thought I was 17 weeks in one day, but I was actually about 15 weeks, 5-ish days. So that's a big enough difference that it could have affected the test. So basically she just told me we're gonna redo the test and I'll give you a call as soon as we have the results. A couple days later, they did call me and they let me know that everything was okay. So that was exciting. But another thing that did happen at this visit, wow, I am so out of breath. Like, I can't even imagine what this is gonna be like in the 3rd trimester because I'm already dying. So, and I'm not even that big. I've gained like 10 pounds, which is normal, but whatever. So what was I talking about? Oh yes, I remembered. While they were doing the ultrasound, the tech did tell me that my placenta is in the front of the baby right now, which is kind of sucky. I mean, in and of itself, it's not a big deal if the placenta is in front, but it is gonna make it harder for me to feel the baby. I have felt like there's some little flutters and there's definitely something going on, but I don't know, I can't say for certain it's like, oh my God, there's baby, even though like to me, I'm like, okay, this has to be the baby because it's not a feeling that I felt before. But when our doctor came in and talked to us to let us know they were gonna redo the test and everything, she did give me some restrictions. She basically told me to just take it easy and be careful until our next appointment where we have more of an idea of the placement of the placenta. Because at that appointment, we saw as far as, yes, it's in front of the baby, but if it is in the way of my cervix, that can be a little bit more dangerous. So there will be more restrictions at that point. I'm hoping though that on Tuesday, when we go in for an appointment, everything is cleared and I can kind of get back to normal as far as like my workouts and stuff, because I have been trying to be a little bit more careful. I haven't done any squats or deadlifts since that appointment, so it's been over a month at this point. I've just been trying to do a lot of upper body stuff. I mean, I've thrown in a couple lower body movements, but nothing heavy or nothing excessive, just to be on the safe side, because obviously we want baby to be safe. So yeah, I guess that's really all I have to update you guys on. I hope this video is not too obscenely long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, sorry for this background, by the way. We have a lot of renovations that we're gonna be doing in the house, and this is our flooring that has to be installed. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what else you would like to see from my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.